Okay guys, welcome back. I'd like to apologize for the late update or analysis. Normally I like to do this on a Sunday night or Monday night to start off the week. I was a little busy, so apologies. I did get in 2 trades early on. I think that would have been yesterday or maybe Sunday night. I'm not too sure. But I will show you how I entered it and why I entered it. But I just want to start off with this. One of my trading friends, he brought this trade to my attention, and he sent me his analysis, and I did up my analysis, and it looked really good. But something to bring to your attention, and anybody who coming up to trade. Now, you'll have different people out there that will probably trade trend lines or channels, or maybe trade zones, Fibonacci's, whatever you could think about out there. Once you're a good trader, you could put those analysis, the different strategies aside, and you need to respect other people in terms of how they trade. Because this person I'm speaking about, he's someone who would trade zones and break and retest, and will always trade in the direction of the trade with other added things on it. Whereas me, I would just trade trendline and zones. But for example, in this trade, we came to the same conclusion, right? So it's always good to have an open mind when it comes to trading, right? Before I go forward too as well, I'd just like to show you all his channel is called the Aspiring Trader, right? You all could give him a follow, a subscribe and follow. Well, a subscribe, please. That would be nice. Both of us are basically on a journey, and we're doing it for the same reasons. Want to journal what it is we're doing, right? And yeah, journal basically what we are doing, and move forward. Hopefully we grow together as a community, right? He's someone who's actually keep me in check with my discipline, right? So sometimes you need to get with other persons, and that will make you a better trader. You never know. So anyway, I just rambling here. So moving forward. So the first thing I am seeing here is my trend line here. Right. I'm gonna copy this trend line. What's going on here? I know you're all not accustomed to using trading view, but because I have the other analysis drawn up here, I just decided to do this one time, right? So you have the 2 trend lines there, right? I'm just gonna drop down to the 30 minutes. Alright, let's make this clearer. In fact, let's go back to the hour. I want to draw out the zones for y'all. So you have here as a zone. Notice what happened. Again, it brought off the zone and the trend line. Once again, zone and trend line. You could pull this down a little bit. Now, really and truly, most of my trades I don't wait for confirmation. Once it touches my trend line and my zone, I would I would take the trade. So here we go again. Right. What I will do, I will copy this trend line again. Oops. And you get that. Extend that. We go to the higher time frame. And we are looking, so okay. Seeing here's a high. And we'll also make here. All right. Go back down. All right. Want to show you all something. So besides the trend line, these are little things I need you all to pay a little attention to. So notice every time it touches this trend line, well, it touched here, it came down to this trend line. You had this entry here because you have your zone and the trend line here. If you pull a next trend line, where you got that move down, you got the buy again, which is it retested the zone, so okay, retested that zone, sold again, and basically it was in a wedge, right? So you could have got in here or here. So from the initial state when you got this first move, said it came down and touched a trend line with your zone, so you monitor that even if you was unsure. You wait for this move to play out. Once you see that move there and you see it respects this zone, right, you then pull. You then pull this line here, and this is where you'll get your next entry, right? This entry here is a very good entry. Reason being, you'll hear me repeating this over and over again, confluence, where you have this zone, you have your two trend lines here, and this trend line coming down here. This here is confluence, this cross here, right? If we look, just open it up a bit, right? We would have entered here, have entered here, stop safely would have been under the zone, but I would have put it under the cross, right? Which is, of course, as always, anywhere between 10 to 15 pips, right? This would have been your first take profit. Your zone here, right? If we extend this out to here, second take profit, again, extend this to take profit. Now just remember, this was a position where we took with a 10 pip stop loss, right? So even if I want to show you all how you could just keep doing this over and over again. So even if you wanted to come out here, here, and you was looking for a next entry, here's what again. So you see it came up to this channel here once, this zone, right? There's a next channel. Let me show you. Oops. Channel there. So again, the same move that you got to here, that initial move down, you get it here again, came back down to the zone, gonna enter next position, sorry if I'm fumbling on trading view, I'm not too accustomed with it, but yeah. So in fact, no, I'm showing you where you got your move down, you got it back up there, right? Sorry. Once again, you move down, I would have entered here. If you missed that entry, look for this entry here. You cross. Again, zone, trend line, next trend line, confluence. Enter here. If you want to be safe, under the zone. If not, again, always under the cross. Keep in mind your spread, right? But let's just say, for argument's sake, under the zone, which is still good, is about 10 to 11 pips. That's okay with me, right? Watch that. Good. One TP here, second TP here, because this is a zone here. This, when I pull this yellow line, this was a zone. I'll draw it out for y'all. Pull that across there as well. Came out there. Look at it once again. Sharp move down. Sharp move down. Came up. Came up. Once you get that point there, pull. So it's basically a channel here. Right here again. It's always a channel. Just pull in one line, just for verification. Again, enter on the cross here. Right? Even if, right, I'll show you a different way to enter this as well. Entry here, and we're looking for it to come up to here or here, right? First TP, second TP, and we'll monitor the trade from there. So let me go down to the 15 minutes. Now, reason for I having white candles, because let's say, for example, now remember, I don't wait for much confirmations. Once it reach my zone or the trend line, I will take my buy or sell, right? In this case, I buy. So let's just say you just see a candle just shoot down here, right? The average trader, it is seeing a big red candle here, is not going to take a buy. Me, on the other hand, I would. And having white candles will take away my fear of seeing a red candle, and knowing that my strategy is to buy here, right? White candles, I wouldn't have a bias for seeing red or green, knowing that is I'm going to sell or buy, something like that, right? This, having no color, helps me a lot. So let's just say you miss this opportunity here, all right? The next opportunity would be here. So what you will do, if you notice, this is a small zone here. You would wait for price you'll wait for price to come up here, and here test that zone, that small zone there. Notice it's by the cross, and then you look for that. Right? What you could also see playing out, now you're entering here, right? This doesn't mean that the trade will shoot off here. Now notice this is the next trend line here as well. This zone extends straight out to this next trend line. You could have a consolidation up and down, up and down, up and down before you get the buy. All right, so what's happening? Now is a good time to enter, but let's just say we want this to play out here. This is what we do under the cross. Good with 10 pips. Under the cross, you could get even less than 5 pips actually. Argument's sake, 10 pips. First TP. Second TP. Third TP. Why this is my third? This is a zone here as well. Top of the channel, cross. Yeah, it could come to here. Alright, so let me zoom back out. Let me show you the entire picture there. Good break here. Test, and then buy to here. Or come straight to here, test, and then touch this top of the trend line here. Sorry, touch the top of the trend line here, and then you can see what happens from there. All right. So that's the trade for the week. Let's hope it plays out in our favor. It looks pretty clear to me. All right. So thanks to Jerry from the Aspiring Trader. Again, please subscribe to him.